Hi guys, thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel, and for those of you who are here for the first time, my name is Catherine and I tell true stories and facts. My story today is about a kleptomaniac who was once hired by a relative. As you know, kleptomaniacs are people whose adrenaline just longs for stealing. They might not need something really, but they just have to steal it. Let's call this story the shame of a kleptomaniac during a funeral. You know, Africans, they love to have ceremonies during funerals, like celebrating the life of a person. And it starts the moment the person dies. And this is when now the people who love to eat find opportunities to quench their appetites. So we have this lady who was a kleptomaniac, and such events were opportunities for her now to steal. But one day she was put to shame because she thought that nobody knows what she does. But people knew only that they were a bit embarrassed to tell her. So watch to the end and know what happened. We will see this lady during the funeral arrangements. She will come in empty-handed and leave like she's coming from a supermarket with a bag, shamelessly. You know, she was so engaged into the stealing activity that she wouldn't notice that she could be seen. You know, you think that you cannot be seen. You think that everybody is so busy that they cannot notice the activities that you're carrying around. Many times she was seen coming in empty-handed, comes up with a bag full of bread, sugar, rice. Well, these were the things that had been bought for the people who were coming to make the funeral arrangements, like funeral organizers. They had to be cooked for, of course, because they will stay there for long, but not for people to come and do shopping for them. Well, she was a well-known thief around the village because she used to work for somebody as a house help, and things used to disappear from the house: sugar, bread, fruits. And the lady who had hired her will wonder, when did I eat this? I mean, the kids were not at home, but the things were going so fast and she wouldn't remember eating them. But whenever the lady will be asked, of course, she will deny it, like she knows nothing about it. Maybe somebody from the farm came and took and ate, maybe blah, 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 blah. So one time, as she was leaving the house of the employer, she happened to bump into the employer, unfortunately, and she was carrying her groceries. You know, coming from a house with a bag full of groceries, and you're going towards the market. So one wonders, are you going to buy or are you going to sell? So the lady told her, please stop a bit. What are you carrying? She wouldn't say anything because she was caught red-handed. There was sugar, there were tea leaves, fruits, rice as usual. And the woman knew that these are her things. So she knelt down and said, okay, I will return them, you know. She'd been caught. She had nothing to defend herself on. So the lady told her, stand up, no need to kneel. I will not take these things back. You go with them, but don't come back. And so that's how she paid herself. And then she happened to land in another person's house. You know, she will even steal a matchbox. Not a matchbox, a matchstick. What are you going to do with a matchstick? Just because you're excited, it's an adrenaline. You manage to take a matchstick without somebody seeing you. What a shame. So, during the funeral arrangements, as I said, they will see her carrying bags. And she thought nobody knew, but probably there was quite enough, so they were letting it go. And then there is something known as memorials. See, during memorials also there are gatherings that people, family members and friends who are at the funeral also come and attend the memorial, which is 40 days after the burial of the person. And during this time, it's also a busy activities, people moving up and down, crowds, you know. So, she used to work in that house, but she had been removed before, not because of stealing, but because she was just lazy, basically. What an unfortunate person, lazy thief. So what happened is they suspected that she was going to come. Yeah, they suspected that she was going to come. And indeed, she did. Because this was her best opportunity to steal. But they were not stupid. You know what they did? They locked all the doors of the bedrooms. Of course, some people will need access to maybe the lobby, maybe the toilet. So those were left open. If she wants to take the whole toilet seat, let her do it. So, somebody who was in the house was a new person working there. And so she thought the person will not know her. But the new person had been alerted and she'd been given the description of somebody who will come around trying to steal and what she will definitely attempt to do. And that's exactly what she did. The lady told the employer that there was a woman who came here, tried to open all the bedroom doors, but could not. Embarrassing. That was the lady, the kleptomaniac. Her opportunity had been killed and she just couldn't believe. Because you imagine, this could be the best chance for you to do your best shopping that you've ever done in somebody's house. Because everybody is busy attending mass. Nobody will be paying attention to anyone else. And they know that you are a relative of these people, so you can walk into the house anytime without any suspicion because people don't know you. She was that stupid to think that people never noticed that she was stealing, not realizing that they were just leaving it for her. So, she went to the first door, the one that keeps the store, that has the store for food as well. It was locked. Boom! First disappointment. So she was annoyed, like she cannot leave empty-handed like this. She knew that there were 2 more bedrooms there, and there she will get maybe phones, if not food. Maybe laptops, maybe kids' clothes or something like that. So she went to the second room, boop, locked. Second disappointment. Went to the third room, boop, locked. Third disappointment, you can imagine. This was her best chance, and all the places that she will get anything were all locked. So she went and sat in the lobby, disappointed, and even just came out and joined the others for the service mass. Now comes the time to go to the grave. She hasn't given up. She still believes that there is an opportunity. Probably somebody went back into the house and forgot to close the door or just opened the doors. Now that they knew that she has gone, they have seen her there outside, they will go and open doors, you know. The reason that people are so stupid. So, people are walking to the graveyard to bless the graves, and there she goes. Tries to enter the house, and somebody told her from the ground, Hey, from the crowd. Mom, everybody's heading to the ground, to the graveyard. There is no need of you getting into the house. Fourth embarrassment. So she just followed the crowd, and her opportunity on that day had been killed. You can imagine, what do you do with this adrenaline that is running in your blood? What do you do? Kill someone or what? Kleptomaniacs, can you tell us if you're here? What do you do when you did not have an opportunity to steal and you knew that this was your best chance? You had calculated, waited for 40 days, and everything is blown up just like that. So a few days later, she comes. Actually, she overheard them telling each other what they had experienced with her, how she tried to open the rooms. They didn't know that she was around, but then she was there listening in the lobby. When somebody walked there, she found her like this, listening. She had heard, and she knew that they know that she's a thief. So she comes back a few days later to clear her name. She starts talking of how people steal, and she wonders why they steal. One wonders, is she trying to let the people let their guards down so that she strikes again? Madam, people are not that stupid. Once a thief forever. So if you like my content, like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.